What's up, guys? Thanks to a corrupted SD card, I lost a bunch of footage. So as you can see, the work's already done, but basically I need to shoot a new intro. What we're going to be doing today is installing the new seat, the seat cover, and then we're going to go take this thing for a ride to see how it feels and how the new intake feels. So let's get to it.
All right, and we're back. So let's just get right to it. So as you guys can see, I already lightly mocked up the seat frame onto the bike. But that's kind of jumping ahead a step. The first thing we want to do is get the first bracket mounted to the seat. So it's pretty easy stuff. You got to drill out holes here for this bar to get mounted to. You need a 1/4-inch drill bit, which I got right here. Before we use that though, I want to drill a pilot hole. Alright, once you get your holes drilled, all you need to do is line that up. And you got these guys here. These go right through into the hole. Just like that. And you need something to hit these pins down so it'll expand and lock this into place. Alright, now that's locked down in there. We can take our seat and kind of mock it up here with some of our bolts. And I put this on loosely so I have some space here. We're going to take this all apart in a minute. There we go. Looks like there's a little bit of powder coating in the threads. It's kind of making it a little difficult to thread in by hand. Alright, so you want to get these threaded in most of the way. Pretty much snug it up and then back it off just a little bit so this thing can still rotate up. Now you take your last piece, your last remaining bolts, and what you're going to do here, you're going to lift the seat up and you want to thread these into place like this. And the idea here is you need to figure out the proper place to drill your holes underneath. So that's why we're kind of mocking this whole thing up. Then we're going to take it off and then mark where we should drill. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we can take the whole seat frame off the bike and then we can mark the holes underneath and drill them out. Alright, so now that we got everything bolted in place, we can see exactly where our holes need to be drilled. So easiest thing to do, get that centered up and drill a pilot hole. Now we can loosen these guys up just slightly, tilt the whole thing up, and then drill our real holes. Alright, sweet. I just have to tilt it back down. These are in place. I just got to hammer them down. Alright, and we're all set. Now I'm going to take the brackets off the side so that we could get our new seat cover on. Alright, and these seat covers are pretty sweet. They got nice elastic on them so they can stretch over your seat. And you can pull on the cord to tighten it once it's around. It's a nice tight fit too. Just want to slowly work the seat cover around. You can see it's a little crooked right now. I got a little extra fabric on the sides here. So you're just slowly working it so it's in the exact right place. It's a really tight fit, so you got to make small tight movements till it gets there, and then should fit perfect once it's in place. So the seat's bolted back up, ready to go, and there's only one thing left to do, and that's go for a test ride. So let's jump on the bike and go.
Ooh, a little chilly this morning. So I already shot this video, but it got deleted for some reason. So this is technically our second ride out with the new intake. So this won't be a first impression, more like a second impression. I will say right off the bat, the first thing you notice is it's definitely a lot quicker. You can feel a definite boost in acceleration. The other thing you notice right away is a sound difference. So with this intake, it's definitely a lot louder, and I think a lot of it has to do actually with the jet tuning. I think it's running a little bit lean. So after we go ahead and do this ride, the next steps on something like this is to actually tune the carburetor to make sure you're using the right jets for your setup. They give you a basic general guideline of what seems to work, but it just doesn't work for everybody. I can already tell though that we're definitely get a performance increase with the intake. The other thing I noticed is the seating position is so much better. This lower seat feels so much better to ride on. Here goes our next top speed run. So we just hit 30. That's 35. About 38. And 39, pretty close to 40, maybe 39, 40. I'd say we hit about 40 there, so not a huge top speed improvement, but definitely what I can feel is a low speed acceleration improvement, which is really nice. And we'll be able to improve upon both top speed and acceleration with a lot more tuning. So we can tune the sliders that we put in the variator earlier, and we can tune the jets in the carb to make it perfect. So by getting a tachometer, I'll be able to see what the engine's doing a little bit more and tune it so that it gets even better performance. We're back in the garage. Thanks for watching another Ruckus video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you guys stick around for the next one. We still got a lot more cool stuff coming right up.